Avoid duplicitous people. When Ryan Morgan moved to the city of Bristol for his new job, he had nothing but a suitcase, a laptop, and hope. A talented young software developer, Ryan had grown up in a quiet town and wasn't used to the fast-paced, polished, and often impersonal world of big cities. But he was determined to make it. The job at Neurobyte Technologies was everything he had dreamed of: a competitive environment, innovative projects, and the opportunity to grow. But there was one problem: he knew no one. That changed when he met Daniel Clark. Daniel was charming, well-dressed, and always seemed to know the right thing to say. He was one of the senior developers at the company and took an immediate interest in Ryan from day one. He invited Ryan to lunch, introduced him around, and gave him tips on surviving in the company. "You've got talent," Daniel would say with a grin. "Stick with me, and you'll go far." Ryan was grateful. Coming from a humble background, he was used to working hard and trusting people who offered help. Slowly, he began to open up to Daniel, not just about work, but about his dreams. One evening at a cafe, Ryan shared his idea for a new kind of data sharing app. It was something he had been thinking about for months, an app that would allow seamless, encrypted transfer of large files between users, regardless of platform, without compromising privacy. Daniel listened closely. He nodded, offered some suggestions, and even said they should work on it together one day. Ryan was thrilled. Weeks passed, and Ryan went back to focusing on his company tasks. He didn't mention the app idea again, thinking maybe he'd develop it later when he had time. But then, during the quarterly seminar, everything changed. As the team gathered in the conference room for presentations, Ryan sat at the back, sipping coffee and expecting the usual product updates. But when Daniel took the stage and started presenting a revolutionary new app idea, Ryan's stomach sank. Slide after slide, Daniel described Ryan's concept. The same logic, the same interface design, even the core encryption feature Ryan had talked about in detail. Ryan could barely breathe. His mind raced, trying to make sense of what was happening. Maybe Daniel would say it was a joint idea. Maybe he would at least mention Ryan's name. But he didn't. Daniel finished the presentation, received a standing ovation from the board, and walked off stage like a hero. The company immediately announced plans to start development, praising Daniel's innovation and leadership. Later that evening, Ryan confronted him. "You used my idea, Daniel," Ryan said, struggling to keep his voice steady. Daniel didn't even flinch. "Look, Ryan, you talked. I listened. That's how business works. But it was my concept, and I made it into something real. Grow up. This is the corporate world." Ryan walked away that night with a bitter taste in his mouth.